Ooh, probably ain't gonna overheat it. What do you mean, let's just do this?
Bob and Bryant weren't about to come at me one at a time. They were in this together. Two brothers side by side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
Oh great, I'm gonna fail these. Alright. Looks like he's the first one to go. Come on. Focus. Focus. Yay.
Wrong. A sad end for those two. If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive despite his wounds. Paroled 14 years later. He moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death of his two brothers.
Come on, game. When is it over?
My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told.
Episode 7. Juarez, huh?
It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
Interesting. So now we can go into Juarez and kill that guy? Maybe this is the last chapter? Hopefully. Well, let's see how long it takes me to beat this
I've been on their
one.
trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains. Led by Butch Cassidy, they were a loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant Pinkerton posse after the Wild Bunch?
No, boy. A circus like that would have slowed me down. Besides, I wanted Bryant all to myself. I'd heard about a large shipment of gold being transported to Wilcox, Wyoming on the Overland Flyer. I figured the Wild Bunch would likely hit such a treasure, and by God, I figured right. They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop.
Well, they just
I
blew
assumed
up
the
everything.
wild bunch was likely in the still intact part of the train high above, so I had no choice but to make my way up through the passenger cars dangling down. I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
You know this thing is gonna fall on us. Yep, what'd I tell you? I know he's gonna talk around here somewhere.
Ears are still ringing from blowing up that ridge. What'd you say?
Well, I
that
made my
son of
way
a
off
bitch?
unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them. From there, I had to negotiate an even more precarious route. But first, I would need to get my ass out of there.
I can jump on a train. Or maybe the horse has something to say. You have anything in there, horse? No? Nothing in the... Oh yeah, that's where they came. Anyways, let's see what upgrade I have. Let's see. Additional zoom while aiming. Dual within desperado. Sure, why not? I don't think you... Can you really max it all?
I jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I had found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past a whole passel of desperados.
Can I have my weapon back, please? Yeah. Let's do a wheel.
Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
You hear me?
Faster reload.
About the passengers.
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day.
Let me through, come on. Slow-mo your ass out of the way. I can't believe that slowed me down. Come on. Hold to
As I mentioned
open.
before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death. Odds were I was likely to die that day anyway. So I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could.
And that guy sure is bulletproof. Ow.
You ain't seen the likes of me.
Oh, okay, this is weird.
Still
At times it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back.
Huh. There we go, take this. Any more killing or not to climb?
I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a
You
hand.
mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
Help? From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the wild bunch all by my lonesome, as usual.
Who the hell is that?
Well, I guess I'm the Lone Ranger here. I can't jump in there? Well, I can jump in here. I'm not yellow. I'm not a Simpson. Murderer. Look who's talking. You're the murderer. You're the one killing me. And look, I have my other pistol handy. Look at that guy just chilling on the wall. Nugget, where are you, Nugget? Where would it be, actually? Whoa. It says it's nearby. So I'm guessing over here, maybe? Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. That's more of a slip. Oh shit. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Whoa, explosions.
Those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they? Only a few stragglers were left. I had to cut them down pronto if I was going to stay on old Bob's trail.
Oh, look at that money go. Man, I can just farm all day right here. Oh no, I can't see. Okay, how was that fair? I couldn't see anything. Come on, guys. I'm just gonna mow them down. Now the only question is, can this gun overheat or is it just gonna be red? Oh, I didn't realize they were gonna spawn right there. Are they just gonna keep spawning?
Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nosed Curry.
Who was he?
The fastest gun in the gang. Right after Sundance, I mean. And Kid Curry, and maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that.
Well, I'm gonna die, I know that. Man, I could never be fast enough in these segments. Come on.